Hello, this is Benjamin Garza, and we wanted to provide some tips and reminders and some recommendations to remember when dealing with students that have been impacted by Hurricane Harvey. So here are 6 things we'd like to remind you about. Number 1, the importance of relationship building. Number 2, whether or not students have had their basic needs met. Number 3, how are you going to deal with the lack of school records? Number 4, does McKinneyVento apply to this situation? Number 5, the wide range of responses that students that have suffered trauma may have. And number 6, whether or not a student is in crisis or not. Many students struggle with trauma in different ways. The first one is relationship building. It's really important to build relationships for all students across campus. These students that are going to be coming to your campus will need those relationships even more. There are a number of ways to provide this support. One way is to provide a mentoring program. Another way is to use student body representatives to help these students get used to the new campus. The second tip is whether or not students have had their basic needs met. Think about physical needs, hygiene, those kind of things, but also think about mental health needs. Think about prescription medication for both physical and mental health needs. Think about showers and laundry. How can the school help meet these needs as well? The third tip is lack of school records, and how are we going to handle that? Some of the records that are missing may be IEPs, whether or not the student is eligible for UIL. What about 504 plans or court orders between parents? Even more so, what kind of supports do any of these students need in the classroom? The best thing that you can do is do the best that you can do. When it comes down to it, what is the student saying that he or she may need? What are they saying would work for them best? The fourth tip is McKinney-Vento and how it applies to the situation. All displaced students qualify under the McKinney-Vento Act. As a result, they're all required to be fed and have access to all meal plans. The fifth tip is the wide range of responses students that have suffered trauma may exhibit. Some students may turn inwards and shut down and refuse to talk to anybody. Other students may be more explosive and acting out, whereas you're not real sure what's going on. The important thing to remember is monitor these students on a regular basis to help figure out what it is they might need and how to address those needs. The last tip is students that are in crisis versus students that are not in crisis. It's important to remember that there are some students that will bounce back a lot quicker than others. In fact, they may bounce back so well that providing additional services may re-traumatize or bring up a lot of the issues again and cause more problems down the road. For additional resources and support, check out the following links.